Today we are at the Lost Sea in Sweetwater, Tennessee. They got a little general store.
Be right back here in the lobby at 11 o'clock, ready to go.
All right.
Thank you.
Perfect.
The Lost Adventure.
Guess why it's called that. The yellow tunnel is not our natural entrance. These just don't pop up in the wild. Our natural entrance is on down that way, and I can show you all later in the tour about where it is. Now the natural entrance is not very fun. Trust me, I've been down it. We do not want to go down it today. So we blasted through 135 feet of rocks to have nice easy access into the cave right here. And if you want to go down, you can follow me. We call it cave bacon because in the right lighting, it kind of looks like bacon. Like I had mentioned, this is a dead end, so we are going to make our way right back in. Good. This is called a leaching vat. Leaching vats would have been used by Confederate soldiers during the Civil War to make saltpeter. What they would have done is taken back guano and put it into there, poured potash lye and boiling water. That would mix around and create a substance that would drain into that pan down there. They would then take that up to the surface and pour it out in shallow troughs, then dry it out in the sunlight, which would make saltpeter. Now saltpeter is potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate goes boom. So they sent it to refineries to make it into gunpowder. Now one of those same Confederate soldiers would have taken his torch and used the burnt end kind of like a pencil. He came right in here behind me and wrote in the date 1863. It is the oldest date we have in the cave and been proven to be authentic to carbon dating. It's also the reason we're a Civil War trail marker. Now I'd love for y'all to come in here and see that date. Just know, on the other side of us, there are two low-hanging rocks. That first one is called NyQuil, and the one behind it is Benadryl. Anyone see this spooky red hole right here? That is called the Devil's Hole. Now the Devil's Hole is simply but a drainage hole. Don't go there yet. It goes straight down 13 feet and then goes out and tapers off to the size of a softball. From there, we're not really sure where it goes. What we are sure of is there's a legend surrounding the hole. The Devil's Hole. There's a legend surrounding it. It says, if you have been good and look into the hole, you won't see anything. But if you've been bad, you will see the face of the devil. So you can go ahead and look on in, see what you see.
Or not.
If y'all look right next to me here, this is the Baby Grand Canyon. It gets its name from the real Grand Canyon because it looks so similar. And it was formed in the same way. Water would have dripped down up here, made its way down, and started to erode these rocks out, forming that canyon-like structure. Now try to remember that. There'll be a pop quiz later. Now, as a warning, our trail does get really steep from here. From here we descend another 120 feet. We've only gone down 20 of the feet we're going to descend today. If you, for whatever reason, think you cannot make it, you can go back up that little connector and right back up to the surface. No judgment in that. For all of you that want to go down, you can go ahead and follow me. Alright, everyone remember that Grand Canyon thingy up there? Yeah. Good. It continues down this way. And so does our trail. The walls will be on either side of us, and they are very brittle. So please do not touch them. Now, also as you keep walking, there's a big bump right here. Do not fall down. I will laugh at you as well. Right there. Alright, y'all. Welcome to Ben Sands Tunnel. This didn't always used to be a tunnel. This used to be a very narrow passageway. In 1905, a 13-year-old boy named Ben Sands came down to do some exploring. He came to the spot we're at and found that passage. Being 13, he thought it was a great idea to crawl through and see what happened. So he crawled back 40 feet and then plunked down into water. And he got excited, because during 1905, there was a bad drought, and he knew that there was at least some water. So he went back up to the surface and started telling everyone in town. Except, no one really believed him. And after a few weeks, he finally convinced his dad to come back down with him. Now, unfortunately, the drought was over. It had started to rain, and that rainwater had gotten down here and risen to the level of the lake, sealing the hole Ben had found. So the sea was now lost. It would remain so for another few years until they wanted to do a survey of the cave. They came down here and mapped it out, and that map showed the lake. After a few years, they made more discoveries, like about that jaguar. They made more maps, and they all showed the lake. So it became more and more known about. In the 60s, the ownership of this cave shifted hands. The new owners wanted to open this cave for commercial tourism. They knew about the lake and thought it'd be great for tourism. They were right, y'all are here. So they blasted out this tunnel and used English. They opened boat rides that next year. Now at some point, they did want to give credit where it was due, because they'd heard Ben's story. So they went up into town and they found Ben. He was still alive and telling that same story. So they asked him a bunch of questions, and he got them all right. So Ben is accredited finding the lost sea. He's got this tunnel named after him, and he's got the biggest I told you so in Tennessee history. Now you can follow me to boat rides. Alright everyone, welcome to the boat rides. If you bring anything on board that you think is valuable whatsoever, please do not hang it over the side of the boat. Because if anything goes in the water and it is not kicking, screaming, or trying to make its way back to me, there is not a single thing that I or anyone else can do about it. We will all watch it sink to the very bottom. Will become the next stop on our next tour. Last things last, we have fish. Our fish have teeth and a bad habit of biting people. So please do not stick your fingers in the water. The fish will bite them off, and that will really hurt our fish.
Yeah.
And we started walking around, and they followed us.
Yeah, they follow, yeah.
That's funny.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I took that picture from our phone. It was up from the phone.
Central Ontario. That's quite the.
Bigger than I thought.
It's a small guy.
Oh.
Need a light underneath the boat.
Glass bottom.
I say a glass bottom boat.
These are not glass bottom. There's one over there, but the glass bottom got to be 50 something years old and they started falling apart. So.
Yeah.
Best to not recreate the Titanic.
Oh my god, look at this. Dinner. Here, boy.
Yeah.
Oh. Of course they called, yeah, but they're coming.
Welcome to Max Feed. I'm gonna be out here for a while, but kind of like children. Once you start feeding them, they don't leave. So they stuck around and we grew attached. However, we still really did want to know where the lake went. So in 1975, we sent cave divers down. Their first it is an inflow passage, meaning water actively comes into the Lost Sea from another subterranean body of water somewhere else. And I find that to be really interesting. Now this brings us to our fish feeding portion of the tour. They're world famous. Being world famous, they have a lot of rumors spread about them. People like to say that they are blind, albino, or some variation thereof. But that's simply not true. These guys are put in here as normal fish, and for the most part will stay that way. That being said, it is a cave, it is dark, they can lose 20% of their color, and 70% of their eyesight. Now, that being said, they do live a nice life in here. For reference, a trout out in the wild will live 1 to 2 years and grow to be 1 to 2 pounds. The biggest fish we had in here was named Trevor. Trevor weighed 17 pounds and lived for 8 years. So our fish get to be quite big. Now, fun fact, Trevor was actually a girl. She is no longer alive, however, she is still with us. She's in a glass case in the lobby. Now these guys cannot reproduce. They are river fish, and to do so, they would need a fast-moving current and a rocky bottom. Neither of which they have. So we have to stock them in here every 5th year. Any questions about our new best fishy friend? What are you feeding them? Purina trout chow.
Where's the elevator? Oh, we don't have an elevator. I wish we did. I'd use it. Bye, Rylan.
Okay, well, so what did you think of the tour?
I thought it was awesome. What'd you think?
It was kind of cool. I didn't realize there were fish in there.
No, they were big fish.
They were big fish. They were over a foot long, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so having done the tour of the cave, we're heading over here to the little village. And we see a sweet shop and a glass blower. There's a blacksmith shop, but I think it's closed. The general store definitely looks, I think it's closed.
There's a light on in there.
Yeah, let's look and see.
Hi.
Okay. Whoa. Keep calm, kick ash. Okay, so now we're coming back here. There's a sweet shop, a wishing well, and a glass blower who looks like he's open, so we can maybe go check that out. All right, so no sweet shop today. It's closed. And we'll go check out the glass blower.
You have to watch you to shut the store is not child-proof.
Yep.
Why do you keep going? So cool. And then she.
So they have a little sleuth thing here.
You get a screen from somewhere.
Select a bag of mining. Place
Right.
part of the rough from the bag in the screen bottom box,
I don't
which
know.
they would give you that.
I'm assuming.
And then you dip the box in the sluice and watch the gemstones appear as the soil washes away.
I'm sure that's a huge thing for the kids.
Oh yeah. All right, so that was our tour to the Lost Sea. And Val picked up some earrings at the glass blower shop.
A red pig and a red, white, and blue eagle.
Oh, okay. All right, so that about wraps up this little video to the Lost Sea. And I hope you enjoyed the little video, and if you get a chance, come out and check the place out. We think it was well worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Okay, so we are at Bradley's Pit Barbecue and Grill. Guess they were celebrating something. Oh, look at that. Oh my.
I told you we had ice cream.
Okay, cool. All right, so this is our harvest host for the night in Sweetwater, Tennessee. So what we got?
Shakes over there. Milkshakes, banana splits, hot fudge cakes, and more.
What'd you get? Was that a
It's mac and cheese with pulled pork and shredded cheddar.
Oh, okay. Sausage, brisket, and
Pulled pork.
pulled pork. Okay.
Guessing.
All right. So, I don't know. I was looking at a strawberry pound cake.
Oh, okay.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. I'm thinking caramel apple pie shake.
Oh my. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's what
We're
we
ready.
do.
You gotta ring the bell.
What can I get for y'all
There
tonight?
you go.
Oh, they had to get an MLB Sunday.
I'm gonna do a strawberry pound cake.
A strawberry pound cake?
They talk way too fast.
Caramel apple pie Sunday.
The shake?
Or shake, sorry, shake. Yes.
You want whipped cream with that?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
So this is a strawberry pound cake. Under there somewhere is a cake. Okay. And there's your milkshake.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a nice day.
Uh-huh.
So is it yummy?
Yep. It's a good idea. I'll have to keep it in mind for the future.
Busy place?
It is? Very.
So today's been a successful day.
Oh, yeah.